what is the most misunderstood, as HR?
Well, I think so many people will react to this. They don't see HR now as their or someone who can help them, but rather HR people are there for the business. So I think that's the main thinking of everyone, mostly the employees. But I think what they don't really see is that HR is trying to build the gap between the business and the employee.
Okay.
And something that they don't also see is that at the end of the day, this is a business that we are managing.
Hi, I'm Sam Pascual and this is TCP. Together, we will sit down with chartered professionals to bring you candid conversations and uncover the success stories of their chosen career. So today, welcome back to the episode of TCP. So for today's video, of course, we have a guest. Is someone who's been in the HR game for 15 years. She's not your usual HR leader. She's currently heading the HR department of a globally recognized company, and she's also a certified payroll professional. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm TCP welcome to the podcast, Vanessa Esteban Moreno.
Hi, Sir Sam.
Kumusta? Thank you, Hala. I know your schedule is so tight, and thank you for letting us bring you here, for the podcast.
Thank you for bringing and inviting me in. So this is like parang a celebrity feel for me. So thank you for inviting me, sir.
Icebreaker muna tayo para medyo mag-loosen up yung yung throat natin.
Okay.
So, ready? 6 digits or 7 digits per month?
May pass ba dito, sir? Pwedeng pass.
Yeah, you pick one.
6.
Top love or gentle coaching?
Tough love.
Hiring or firing?
Hiring.
Power suit or comfy blazer?
Power suit.
Love or career?
Ang hirap, sir. Pwedeng both.
Isa lang.
Love.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So, we're done with the warm-up. So, now let's get into the stuff. So, this time, Vanessa, this is more on your career journey, of course. So, can you tell me about yourself? And as an HR, what do you actually do?
Currently, I'm overseeing the entire HR in our organization, the global provider company. I do manage people, so it's mostly focusing on performance management and employee engagement.
Okay.
So day to day, we oversee operations. So we
Alright.
ensure that people are actually meeting their targets. We do also manage their onboarding. So meaning we ensure that everyone who's joining the organization, they have everything that they need in order for us to, deliver them to their clients or
Okay.
to our clients.
So, I'd like to know, Vanessa, you are the head of the HR department of your company. So, I'd like to know, what do you actually do at work? Pag nasa office ka, like, ikaw ba yung typical na boss na nagmaman, nagde-delegate?
I would say it depends on the day. So may times na I can be very strict whenever I know that things are not being done the way it needs to be done. I'm very strict. On the other hand, I can be a relaxed boss when I see that everything is going smoothly and well.
Okay. In this HR thing, what is the most misunderstood, as HR?
Well, I think so many people will react to this. They don't see HR now as their or someone who can help them, but rather HR people are there for the business. So I think that's the main thinking of everyone, mostly the employees. But I think what they don't really see is that HR is trying to build the gap between the business and the employee.
Okay.
And something that they don't also see is that at the end of the day, this is a business that we are managing. So
Okay.
this is not really a charity.
Correct.
Diba? So we
So,
need to be very strict.
These are the common things that
Correct.
they misunderstood no
Yes.
as human resource.
As human resource.
Kasi they thought that, since you are in the HR department, so you must be into
Like people.
us, people, into
yes.
people,
And
into
parang
the employees.
Their understanding is that if you're in HR, you should always be a people person.
Mm-hmm.
And that if you're HR, you should be siding with the
Mm-hmm.
employees. Kasi siding and hearing them are two different words.
Okay.
Like hearing them out, what is their problem, and siding dun sa kanila is also a different thing.
Okay. So you oversee people and policies. How do you balance empathy and structure?
That's a very tricky question. Kasi if you're an HR, you're the one who created the policy. At the same time, you're the one executing it. All you can see is that this is the policy that you should follow.
Okay.
So there are times that people tend not to follow the policy, and that's where personally I'm also having a hard time understanding why.
Okay.
Kasi for me it all boils down to behavior. Like for example, a generic example, not only in companies but also like
Kung nga,
on a
example,
day-to-day.
oo. Cite me an example.
Cite
like,
example,
a certain policy,
Certain policy, oo.
that you are regulated.
Yeah, I'll start with a generic one. Na parang kasi I'm leaning towards more of this is a behavior problem. This is not really a company problem anymore. Example lang, or a government problem maybe. No parking. Diba? Pero most of the time, that talagang we will challenge yung policy or the signage there. We will still park. Until we will be reprimanded. And then pag na-reprimand tayo, ang dami nating reasons. Like, ay, saglit lang naman ako, sir eh. May kinuha lang ako dyan. But at the end of the day, you also have to think why I am being reprimanded. Bottom line, you did not follow the policy.
Okay.
So, for me, that's also where I'm having, I'm trying to evolve as a person, like try to be more empathetic to people. Why are you doing this? Despite the fact that you've seen the policy, it's very clear, but you're still not following.
Yeah, I got it. So, Vanessa, in your opinion, what makes an HR leader effective today?
Well, I would say in my view, to be effective is you have to have that balance of understanding what needs to be done versus what are the wants of the people. You really need to see the balance there. Like, okay, so people are saying that I want this, but do you really need that as an employee, for example? Kasi you have to connect as a leader. You also have to understand, like, this is the business goal, and these are the people want. Like what I've mentioned earlier, this is not a charity, guys. This is a business. So we
Correct,
have a
correct.
business that we're running.
So you were trying to say, as HR leader, of course, at the end of the day, you need to. I mean, it has to be a profit-producing.
Yes, should
Business,
be.
di ba?
Otherwise, we can be.
Correct.
We're charity.
You cannot hire people, you cannot provide job for the people
Correct.
kung wala ng business.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you handle toxic behavior in the workplace?
I'm not perfect. There are times that really people are really pushing me, especially toxic behaviors. But something that I've learned is that if you have or you're encountering a people like that, a difficult person or a toxic person,
Paano ba? I mean, how do
You
you
should-
how do you define
a
toxic
one.
behavior? Like, can you share a little story about a certain, employee? Kasi pag sa relationship, iba yung toxicity natin. Like, pag text ng text, tawag ng tawag, nag-update. I mean, it's just a form of toxicity eh.
Yeah.
Diba? How about it in the workplace?
Maybe I would say there are different levels of being a toxic or a difficult person. I would say pag toxic, ito yung worst mo na, I would say. na you are manipulating maybe some people, trying to brainwash them. Yung, alam mo yun, yung this is not other people's problem, but you are pulling them into your problem so that you'll get empathy maybe, or like a group of people na who will rally beside you
Correct.
and tell someone na this is what we want. You know, yung basically getting people na initially this is not their problem.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I actually understand. Kasi whenever there is drama in the workplace, diba, parang yung first, I'm not sure if they need to approach the manager or the supervisor, or they usually go directly to human resource department. Like for office drama.
For office drama,
Or sa mga, ano ba mga office drama natin nagliligawan sa floor. Diba?
well, yeah, or awayan sa floor.
Awayan sa floor.
Yes, so, correct.
Diba?
I would say this is not in my current organization, by the way, but in my previous one, because it's a huge company. There are a lot of people and employees. I would say, I'm sure many will react to this, na uso talaga yung chismisan in the floor. To the point that, you know, yung maririnig mo na lang nag-aawayan sila because this person said something to the other person. I recall there are also instances in the past where I've handled like yung, alam mo yung nagsumugod na dun sa isang bay because that person is confronting the other one. So, yung...
So, parang sakit sa ulo, no?
Yeah, masakit sa
Parang-
ulo kasi, you know, guys, we're just here to work. I'm just really hoping that we focus on our targets. In my view, pag mga ganun, parang kulang ba tayo sa work, guys? We have a lot of time to do some other
Correct.
things.
But guys, we're not telling you na bawal chumismis sa floor ha, sa workplace. Okay lang.
Okay
Basta
lang,
yung
but-
sate lang.
Oo, at saka
Sate
guys,
lang.
during siguro break schedules.
Correct. Yeah, mga lunch break. So, what's the toughest HR decision you've ever had to make? And how do you handle that, Vanessa, as a person? Toughest HR decision.
HR decision is that I would probably, as an HR, it's ending an employment of a person na I know it will actually save the other jobs. So parang I have to choose the lesser evil. Like this person is unwanted in the operations and the account is not really telling me that, you know, you have to deliver this, otherwise everyone will go. It's not direct, no, na sinasabi yun, but if you will just observe how they tell you the instructions, I think that is the hardest because you have to find ways to execute.
Okay.
And the hardest also is the mindset of the people that you just follow the instruction without them understanding na there's a bigger reason behind that.
But isn't it easy to let go, especially, di ba, in the human resource, you have your KPI. If, you know, like KPI kasi that includes
Yes.
the KPI,
Yeah.
that includes the company rules and regulations, di ba? Isn't it easy for you to let go?
It's easy if it is being followed, but if it is not being followed, it's difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the toughest decision? Like, paano ka nag-decide?
Well, I have to really choose that
Like-
one person. I need to end the employment.
The employment.
Yes, I really need to execute and find ways on how to. Like find ways meaning like these are the data that I only have, so I need to work on the data that I have. That's it. And I need to execute. Otherwise, then the entire account will suffer. So you really have to like choose lesser evil.